India to the Andes, there are species that are in trouble. Yes, endangered animals are our subject today, and fortunately, there are many attempts to rescue them from the brink. From the shy Eurasian otters on a remote Scottish island to the rare monk seals of the Mediterranean. And the rarest of them all, a creature which no foreigner has ever seen alive. Let's start with a reptile that's been around for millions of years. But will it still be here a decade from now?
Archaeologists working in one of the world's most ancient cities in the Indus Valley have found amulets depicting the wild animals that would have been common at the time, about 5,000 years ago. One shows a god surrounded by sacred fishes, snakes, and gharials. Sadly, they're not common today. Anything but. Among the largest of all crocodilians, they're extinct in many areas where they once lived. And these in northern India are being raised in captivity. As those early cities spread and the human populations grew, the world of the gharials began to shrink. The riverbanks became populated. The swamps were drained and farmed, and fishermen netted the fish on which they feed. Now it's at sanctuaries like this, the Kukrail Rehabilitation Center in northern India, that their future hangs in the balance. Gharial eggs are taken from the wild, where only 5 to 10% survive, and then hatched and raised here, safe from predators. These babies are being fed live fish to keep their hunting instincts keen and active. The public are welcome, for there are many myths about gharials that need to be dispelled. For instance, that the males possess magical aphrodisiac properties. There's also a belief that they attack humans. Jewelry's been found in their stomachs. But it was probably lost in the river after Hindu cremations, and the gharials swallowed it just as they swallow stones, to help with their digestion and to alter their buoyancy. Feeding time is popular, and there are gharials of different ages here. These are about 3 years old and are now big enough to avoid most predators in the wild. Gharials are related to alligators and crocodiles, but are a separate family, distinguished by their long, slender jaws, which they sweep sideways in order to catch fish. And some of the larger males can grow to 6 or 7 meters in length. When they're not eating, basking in the sun is one of their favorite occupations. And this is a good time for a pre-release catching session. These 3-year-olds are strong. Their teeth are sharp as blades, and the process requires some skill and an old sack. This calms the gharial down and stops it hurting itself and its handlers.